Imagine how different Seven would be if William Shatner main cast in Brad Pitt's role. What's in the box? What's in the box? Today, on Beard Movie Guy looks at Seven. It's a David Fincher movie about a serial killer. It's awesome. Let's talk about it. Brought to you by the Beard Movie Guy. Hi, I'm the Beard Movie Guy. Today we're talking about Seven. Seven is a 1995 film directed by David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey. Alright, I got to watch this again the other night with a bunch of friends who had never seen it. So it was pretty awesome because I got to sit there and they were talking back and forth about who's this and what's going to happen, and you really see how much tension builds in this movie when you watch it with people who haven't seen it. Because man, is this a tension-filled movie. Let's look at what it's about, if you don't know. Seven is about two cops. One that's just leaving the force, one who's just come into the city as a detective, and they got 1 week together, basically. Morgan Freeman's just leaving, Brad Pitt's just showing up. And they find that there's a serial killer who's killing people with things related to the 7 deadly sins. So they find a very enlarged man who eats way too much, and he was forced to eat himself to death. Basically. Yeah, I'm not really going to go too much into the details for that kind of stuff, because yeah. Anyways, basic plot, serial killer, two cops trying to chase him. It's a detective movie, it's a serial killer movie, it's an awesome movie. And that's basically all I'm going to tell you. Two cops chasing a serial killer. Because if I get too much into it, I'll scare my kids when they're watching this. Alright, with that, Seven is an incredible movie. There is so much tension in this whole film. From the mood, the setting, like the city. They never say exactly what city it is. You assume it's New York, but could be any city. That's a big city that you're not thrilled with. The look of the city is a freaking character in the film. The fact that it's always raining is just monumentally important, because it's like, for the whole film, it's almost raining on these people until the last end scene, and then you almost wish it was raining on these people. Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman are terrific together. Brad Pitt, this is 20 years old almost. It's incredible to think that this is like, Brad Pitt looks pretty much the same. Morgan Freeman just hit a time. I don't know when it was, but he basically doesn't look any older, and it's been 20 years later. They act perfectly together. Brad Pitt's the young, cocky guy, Morgan Freeman's the old, wise guy, and they have just a really great dynamic relationship about how they're trying to both solve a case. Gwyneth Paltrow is Gwyneth Paltrow. And then you got Kevin Spacey, who, yeah, Kevin Spacey, man, is that guy a great actor, and he has been a great actor for a long time. This is when he was a lot younger, and it's just, man, he's been killing it ever since. David Fincher is one of the stars in this film, and I can say that. He's a director, but he's a star. Everything about this film, he's shaped it and crafted it to make it look exactly the way he wants. He's very particular, so there's never a scene that isn't exactly what he wants. He'll shoot things 20 times if he has to. He wants what he wants. And what is on screen? This, let me say, Seven's not a film for everyone. If you're squeamish, don't watch this movie. If you can't handle serial killer type stuff or really intense stuff, don't watch this movie. It'll mess you up. But as a film, it is so well crafted. Everything about it. It was funny because my one friend said, "What is with this music? I don't like it." And I turned to him and said, "You're not supposed to like it. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable right now." And he's like, "Well, it is." And I'm like, "Well, then it's doing its job." And it wasn't even like a scene where anything bad was happening. It was just uneasy. It's to give you this mounting feeling of dread inside of what the heck is coming at the end of this film. And I'm not going to ruin the end of this film for you if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, you know. But if you haven't, oh my lord, is that a tense scene. Yeah, it's the one present you don't want to unwrap. Everything about this movie is awesome. Everything. Everything. Again, if you can't handle all that bad stuff, I understand. But if you can, everything about this movie is awesome. This is easily a 5-beard movie. I can't recommend it highly enough. If you like David Fincher, or if you just like detective movies or serial killer type stuff, a lot of the stuff in this movie you've seen replicated over the last 20 years and everything else. So it's like Criminal Minds never would have existed without this movie. All that kind of stuff. This precedes it. And it's all built up, so it's like, it may seem like old hat kind of, but it's like, this was so freaking fresh and original and so creepy and so everything that I can't, what's in the box? Check out this movie. It's fantastic. Everything about it's fantastic. Except the box. So, let me know, have you seen 7? Are you gonna see 7? You should see 7. Thanks for watching. Share this with your friends, subscribe, tell everyone about this, let the word get out. 7's a movie you need to see. Until next time, stay buried, everyone. You've been watching the Bear Movie Guy. He's talking about 7. Not his top 7s, just his 7 deadly sins. There's like lust and greed and gluttony and a bunch of others. Oh, there's wrath. Don't forget wrath. Wrath of Khan. Yeah. Subscribe. Tell your friends. And as always, YouTube safely.